Good day everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jody, and today I am doing a different video, a type of video I haven't done before. It is going to be my 8 weeks pregnancy video. I turned 8 weeks yesterday. This video kind of goes back in time since we have planned our pregnancy announcement video when I'm a little more like 3 or 4 months along. I had a previous miscarriage and we just want to be extra sure this time. And so to start, I figured I would give you a little bit of a background. I have had 3 other pregnancies and 1 miscarriage. My first pregnancy was back in 2005. I had a girl and I had her in the hospital. And my second pregnancy was back in 2008, and I had another little girl and she was also born in the hospital. And then I got pregnant with Lucas in 2015, and he was born March 6th of 2016. We didn't know if he was going to be a boy or a girl. We waited and let that be a surprise at birth, whereas with my girls, I found out both times and knew I was having a girl. With this pregnancy, Micah and I haven't really talked about whether or not we're going to find out. I would assume we're going to let that be a surprise. I did this morning check the Chinese calendar and it said a girl. When I checked that with Lucas, it said a boy, so that was right. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about the symptoms I have been having, the similarities and differences from my previous pregnancies. I had morning sickness with all of my other pregnancies. The girls were different, as in they were just in the morning, and I threw up a lot. I'd have really strong cravings and end up really enjoying eating that, but then later it just didn't settle on my stomach. Whereas with Lucas, it was kind of an all-day nauseous, morning, evening, and I never really did get sick with anything that I ate. Also, after about 4 to 6 weeks along with Lucas, I just had a completely different pregnancy. I was super hungry for everything, and it was the hardest I felt as far as trying to put on weight towards the end. The fuller I got, the more uncomfortable I was with sleeping and all of that, whereas with the girls, the fuller I got, the more heartburn I had. As far as this pregnancy, just 2 days ago was the first morning that I had any morning sickness, and it was a little different in the fact that I felt like there was a lot of spinning involved. I haven't gotten sick yet, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Another thing that I noticed was kind of different with Lucas compared to the girls was I was way more exhausted. I took a lot more naps. I was barely productive during my pregnancy and just had a lot harder time trying to accomplish daily tasks. And I don't know if that had to do with being 20 compared to 30, or with it just being a boy and the hormones being a little bit different, but I'm feeling kind of that same again. Just yesterday it was like 4 o'clock when I finally got to my day. I spent most of it just trying to not feel sick and to eat and to nourish my body and do the things that I need to do to be healthy and have a healthy pregnancy. When you're not feeling well, laying there sounds more fun than getting up to even just get something as simple as a drink of water. And that is one thing that is a little bit of my concern, and was a concern with my pregnancy with Bridget and Lucas, was when I was pregnant with Adrian, I had a decent amount of extra weight on me. I was about 130 pounds. I think I gained around 20 to 30 with her, and the same with Lucas and Bridget. However, the weight that I started at was lower. I was more around 115, 120, and that is about where I'm at now. Actually, I need to go weigh myself today. I probably should. I was wanting to do that for this video. Hold on, I'll go do that. So I'm about 112 pounds, and so I know that I'm going to have to work extra hard to put on the weight that I need to have a healthy pregnancy. This morning I went and got a few groceries that we needed, and when you're pregnant, it's so much easier to pick the healthier items and have a healthier diet than when you're not. It's easy to just want to spoil yourself, but when you're thinking about what you're ingesting and what that does for a growing baby, it makes a tremendous difference. So I found that during my pregnancy is probably when I eat the best, and I thought that I would do better with carrying that diet after having Lucas and being done breastfeeding, but once I got done breastfeeding, it kind of went out the door again. I kept a journal, especially towards the end. I was really careful about just trying to consume enough calories in a day. It is hard for me to do, and so trying to just be better at that. One thing that I picked up this morning was some mineral water. I normally do a pretty good job about my water intake. I like to switch my water intake up and drink mineral water. I just like knowing I'm getting those extra nutrients from the minerals for my body and for the baby. Two things that I have been using during this pregnancy and I used with the girls was the What to Expect When You're Expecting book. And also with Lucas's pregnancy and this pregnancy and the miscarriage, I started using the birth center app on my phone, and I'm really happy with it. It says on the birth center app the baby is about the size of a kidney bean. In this book it says it's about an inch, or maybe about the size of just a grape. I wanted to share with you a few things from this book that tell us about our baby right now. This book is broken into months, so the second month is 5 to 8 weeks, and that is where I'm at. It says that the tail is now gone or by the end of the second month, and that it's developed arms and feet, and they are supposed to be complete with finger and toes. Also, the eyelids have formed and are shut, and ears and nose tip and tongue are starting to develop. I have had a little cramping back around when Mykalee and I first found out. It seemed pretty normal. It wasn't anything too crazy, but I'm sure it is just stuff developing and growing. As far as the app, it tells me it's got a daily and a weekly part to it, and I like to look at the daily part. This was what suggested checking the Chinese calendar, and this app pointed out that the nerve cells in the brain are starting to develop, and breathing tubes are extending from the throat to the lungs. As far as how I've been feeling, other than just tired and drained and nausea, that is about it, and for me it seems to be pretty expected for one of my pregnancies. We are hoping to have this one in home. We are open to hospital or even a birth center. We need to seek out those options. At this point, we just kind of wanted to be certain that this pregnancy will happen for us with having the previous miscarriage. This is about how far I was along when it happened. I just felt super drained. I came home from the grocery store and I just passed out for the evening, and him and Lucas did their thing, and when I woke up in the morning, the miscarriage had started, and it was just a whirlwind of emotions for us, and a lot of other things were going on at that time that made it very hard for us to talk about. We were so excited and so disappointed, and there was other people that weren't as excited for us, and that was really hard on us and stressful. And so this time we just want to eliminate as much stress as possible from this pregnancy to help ensure that it'll be a healthier pregnancy and there's no outside factors weighing down on things. We have talked about names a little bit. We are excited either way, boy or girl. I feel like I kind of tend to lean towards a girl because I think it would be really fun for Mykalee to get to know what it's like to raise a boy and a girl. My daughters are not his daughters. They have separate fathers, so he doesn't really know what it's like to be a father to them. And we also feel that having a little boy or a brother would be pretty cool for Lucas because Mykalee is one of 4 brothers. So I grew up with a brother and sister. I'm in the middle, and I just feel like it would kind of be neat having 2 girls and 2 boys, but 3 girls and a boy, I don't know, it doesn't matter to me at this point. I've gotten to know what it's like to raise a girl and a boy. I raised my oldest till she was about 4.5. We're just really excited about this. We're excited for the fun announcement video we plan to make for you guys. That's about it as far as what I wanted to share with this 8 weeks pregnancy update. We will probably be trying to share an update every 4 weeks. If you guys enjoyed this video, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, we love getting them and we love meeting you guys, so be sure to leave them for us. And as always, please feel free to share this video with anyone else you might think enjoy it too. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here and supporting us on this journey and getting to share these amazing memories and moments with us, and we'll see you later. Bye. Thank you guys.